5 new Tesla products coming this decade. $25,000 Tesla, a small car, will be coming very soon. I don't know how soon, maybe in the next year, maybe in the next 2 years, but it will be coming very soon. The reason for this is because battery costs are coming down. Tesla has said that they will be manufacturing a $25,000 car or robotaxi that will be competitive with gas cars. Now, one of the biggest reasons why EVs haven't caught on just as quickly is, well, cost. Cost is a pretty big factor, but another aspect of it is battery production. So this $25,000 model, whatever you want to call it, people call it Model 2. So this $25,000 Tesla will be using a different style of cells. Elon said LFP cells, which are iron-based cells. And basically iron is everywhere, so it's really easy to manufacture. They're not as energy dense as the other cells that Tesla uses, but these cells can be charged to 100% every single day. And I'm pretty sure that Elon did say that this car will have a 300-mile range or thereabouts. Overall, this car is going to be a really big deal because now you're bringing the cost of buying an EV much lower, which means a lot more people can actually buy this vehicle. And obviously, after seeing the running costs, they're more likely to keep it and buy another electric vehicle, thus furthering the transition, telling their friends about how cheap it is to own this car and just how stupid you would be to buy a $10,000 gas car. And I also think that this car will have no steering wheel, or at least the option of taking out the steering wheel. Now, I know the Model 3 has this exact design philosophy where they could just remove the pedals and the steering wheel for this exact reason. The new car, the $25,000 whatever Tesla, will be cheaper to manufacture, so it'll be likely smaller. It'll also have supposedly 5 seats again. It will maybe be a hatchback, probably designed in China, and it will probably have the option of no steering wheel or pedals, which would be incredible seeing the progress that Tesla is making. So obviously, if you've seen the beta that has been going out, the version 9, holy crap, that is insane. Some of the things it can do, we've never even imagined. And now Elon's saying that it can recognize hand signals in the future, the turn signals, the brake lights, and just overall everything. We're seeing AI finally become better than a human, superhuman, what I say. So the next product, Elon has actually alluded to many times, saying that this is one of the things we can do with Teslas and just advancing it further. And I think it could actually come to fruition. It's the HVAC system. So HVAC stands for heating, ventilation, air conditioning, which is basically what you have in your house. So if you have an air conditioner, you have like a heater, furnace, whatever it is, it's basically the HVAC system for your house. And in a car, you have that system built into a car as well. And it basically just keeps you hot in the summer, cool in the winter. What Tesla has basically done is improved the heating and cooling system on their vehicles. So now with the new integrated heat pump, a lot of people are saying that this is incredible, that you get really good energy efficiency. So people before were saying, oh, you lose 40% of range in the winter time. Now it's more like 10-15% because of this new heat pump design, which means if you can put this into a house, it is much better because some people don't have the option of getting a geothermal heater. And if you use those resistive heaters, which are basically like a sort of hair dryer, just bigger, then those don't really work out well because they use a lot more energy than just using natural gas. With this system, it will use electricity generated on your roof with maybe power walls in your home. Everything will be integrated. So when you're going out, the system will shut off, preserve energy, save all the energy into your power walls, and it would know when your Tesla's soon to come home, know exact timing, because obviously Tesla, it's all integrated together. It will know to start up, to start cooling or heating your home, and it will use much less electricity than a resistive heater. And it'll just make it so that mostly everyone can have this in their home and be self-sufficient, especially with their heating and cooling. Because right now, especially for heating, oh my god, we don't have any solution to natural gas. Or actually we do, it's just not many cost-effective solutions. So expect this to be expensive at first, and then as they mass produce it, it'll become cheaper and cheaper so that almost anyone can buy it. So Tesla has signed a deal with Aslet Builders, I hope I pronounced that right, and basically what they will do is take solar panels or solar roof tiles, install them in their new homes, their new developments, and also pair them with power walls in the home. So instead of a homeowner later getting power walls and solar panels, it will be included, integrated within the house. And I think this is exactly the direction that everyone should be going. I think they're already doing it in Australia. So it's a pretty good solution that this is actually happening right when you're building the home. So what Tesla could do is when they develop their HVAC HVAC system, they can talk to that same builder and be like, yo, we got our own HVAC system. You're putting solar panels, power walls already. Why not add our own HVAC system into your new developments? And so this can be a really nice ecosystem, just like Apple has their own ecosystem with their iPhone, iPad, MacBook. Tesla will create their own ecosystem with their car, your solar to power walls, and then your HVAC system, and God knows what else. Now that the house is basically taken care of, it's all electrified, what about for those people who want, who have a family, who want to go on road trips, who want to maybe even live in such a car? For that, we have the Tesla van. And I definitely know that Tesla is definitely planning on making a Tesla van, because in their master plan part 2, is that how you pronounce it? Tesla has actually said this: expand the electric vehicle product line to address all major segments, which means they're going to try to cover every single segment. And one segment that they haven't really talked about, which I'm pretty sure they're going to get to, is a van. And I'm pretty sure that if they can make this a really good van, first of all, really good looking, very practical and everything, a lot of people would actually live in it, because it's just the lifestyle. Because the houses are getting so expensive, where are you going to live? Just buy this car, $50,000, $100,000, doesn't matter, mortgage it, live in your car. And you can drive everywhere, especially with solar panels on the roof. You can get almost all of your electricity running needs. And this product line could be expanded to make an RV, maybe based on that platform, maybe making it bigger. And this actually could be done, because when you have a van, you can just expand it up, make it an RV, and it'll have just a lot more functioning space. And especially with battery cells coming very low but really cheap, you can make a really big van RV type of thing and have still 400 miles of range, and obviously really fast charging. It'll have a massive battery pack. You can run your heaters, you can run anything every single day, and I think some people will choose that route. Now, the fourth thing that Tesla might actually be creating is a passenger carrier, kind of like a bus, but like the one shown in this Boring Company video. So you have a lot of people inside of it. There's people, there's luggage, there's bicycles, I think, and overall it's just a people carrier. And this would be used for the Boring Company tunnels. And I think Elon did talk about this many times, even mentioning that Tesla will probably create a sort of people carrier, sort of bus for the Boring Company tunnels, because if you want to take a lot more people, the cars aren't going to cut it. You might want something that is like 12 to 16 people, and it's fully electric, fully autonomous, and it could look something like this. And Tesla, they don't really make concepts, so this could actually happen. But this is more on the speculative side, so that's why I added it towards the end of the video. And finally, we got one of the most speculative things. It's a Tesla boat. Yes, a boat, kind of like the one that's shown in the Starship video. That Tesla boat. I think Elon did talk about it on the Joe Rogan podcast, that Tesla will probably make a boat. Now, I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know when they're going to do it, but a boat. A freaking boat. A boat. And I'm not even going to try to make it seem like I understand anything about boats, about how it'll actually be powered, whether it'll even use what type of cells, how they're going to structure it, because I really don't know anything about it, even if it has any sort of mileage or whatever. I just think first Tesla will use it for SpaceX and maybe other projects, and then they can probably, maybe scale it up bigger so that they can actually do Freightliner ships. Is it called a Freightliner? Just really big, massive shipping ships, so they can actually take stuff like their cars and everything and ship them around the world. And for a green energy feature, you have to electrify the ships in some form of another, because ships are extremely dirty. They use the dirtiest forms of diesel because they're in international waters most of the time, so no laws and regulations really for the environment apply to them. That's why those are really big emitters. They just use the dirtiest form of dirtiest diesel, oil, and everything. It's so dirty, in fact, that it's literally rejected fuel from every other mode of transportation. So yeah, electrifying ships is a pretty big deal. And notice how almost everything I said was mentioned by Elon at least at some point, and that's why I wanted to include it in this video. Otherwise, it'd be purely speculative, but I'm pretty sure these things or products will come out eventually within the next 10 years, probably even by 2030. I think Tesla can do it. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace. Mode of transportation.